Hello and a very warm welcome. Now I want to talk about the four-time world champion, Sebastian Vettel. Him and Ferrari was a love story that was meant to happen. He was meant to come in and emulate the seven-time world champion and his hero, Michael Schumacher, and win a title with Ferrari. Ferrari have been in the sport since day one. They're an iconic team, but the treatment of Vettel has been nothing short of disgraceful. And what they're doing to him now is even more disgraceful. I mean, they didn't have the balls to come and say the truth. They blamed it on COVID-19. And now they're giving Charles Leclerc a better car than Vettel. It's evidently clear that Leclerc's getting the preference. Leclerc is the number one driver. And there's a song going round at the minute which sums up Vettel's career. I made you shine in crummy years and now you call me a number two. That is literally the story and the bottom line. There's no getting away from it. Sebastian Vettel's performances have been dodgy for 2 years, possibly even longer. The mistakes he's making are criminal, to be honest. For a four-time world champion, he should not be making errors like he is. We have seen it in the past, but Vettel's been in Formula 1 since 2007, 13 years. I fully believe he doesn't love the sport. He's not got it. He's not got the passion, desire when he first started go-karting and making his way to Formula 1, getting to Formula 1, winning a race in the Toro Rosso, 4 world championships. I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan, but now I genuinely feel sorry for Sebastian Vettel. It's painful to see such a quality driver struggling. Confidence shot to bits. His confidence is low. It's on the floor. I still believe I did a video 3 months ago saying Vettel would retire. And I've got to stick by what I say. But there's a huge rumour that he's going to go to Racing Point Aston Martin. And it's quite ironic because Racing Point are actually looking... Well, some tracks they're looking on a par with Ferrari. Leclerc got a podium at Silverstone 1, Silverstone 2, 70th anniversary Grand Prix, he got 4th. And Ferrari not giving Vettel equal machinery, putting him on a shit strategy. I mean, it's wrong. It's wrong and it should be called out because Ferrari, do you want to be beat by the likes of Racing Point McLaren? Because if you've only got one driver scoring, and like they should be giving Vettel the same car and the same car as Leclerc, because Ferrari, it's going to look bad this year because they're definitely going to finish behind Mercedes and Red Bull in the constructors, and they need the constructors points. But the whole treatment of Sebastian Vettel has been criminal. Like I said, he made them shine in crummy years. 2017 took the title fight, probably arguably one of his best seasons in Ferrari. 2015 won at Malaysia first, and you got it. You got the happy. I mean, when you look back at his Ferrari doing the Egyptian on the podium, Aragazzi, Forza Ferrari, the passion on the radio, and now it's a shit story. It was a love story. Was going to Ferrari to emulate his hero, and it's gone sour. It's turned into a disaster. And Ferrari have treated him awful. I mean, they didn't even have the balls to tell him the truth, that his performances wasn't good enough, and they blamed it on COVID-19. It's shocking. Like, they didn't even offer him a new contract. Binotto has totally thrown Vettel under the bus. And a four-time world champion deserves more respect than he has been shown by Ferrari. I mean, he is a proven world-class driver. No getting away from it. You don't win 4 titles. You don't win poles, race wins. 2013, he nearly won, he did, didn't he? He won 12, 13 races. Unbelievable season. Was untouchable in the Red Bull. Then Ricciardo came in, beat him. Vettel jumped ship. Ferrari smashed Kimi Räikkönen from pillar to post. Then Leclerc comes in, beat him, and now he's going to jump ship well, he's been pushed. He's been pushed out the team. It's going to be interesting what happens now. I said he will retire, but there's strong rumours that he's going to go to Racing Point, Aston Martin. That's a possibility, but are Aston Martin going to be fighting for a title? We don't know who's going to be strong after the rule changes, but it's, for me, as a Formula 1 fan and a pure Formula 1 fan, if you're talking about 5 drivers I support on the current grid, would Vettel be there? No. Is he in my top 5 drivers on today's grid? Yes. But he is a quality driver. He's totally been disrespected. Should be given the same machinery. He hasn't been. It's evident to see. There's no way Sebastian Vettel can be that far off Charles Leclerc. There's no way in a million years Sebastian Vettel, he can't even get into Q3. He finished 12th at the Grand Prix. Obviously, driver error going into turn 1, first lap, spins, of course, spin mean, spinala, all this bollocks. They need to lay off him, for me. Of course, you can banter him, but the guy's as low as he's ever been in his career. And I feel like F1 fans should really lay off him now. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, this is a guy's career we're talking about. He's been at the top. Now he's completely down at the bottom. Binotto totally thrown him under the bus. I mean, Ferrari go with Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz for next year. Going to be interesting to see where Vettel goes. I believe he'll retire. Not from motorsport though. He'll go to a different series. But he's not got the passion, he's not got the love, the drive, the energy that he had when he first came into Formula 1. That is clear to see. Of course, I still believe he can win races, pole positions, championships in Formula 1. That I have no doubt. But it's very painful to see now. It's a toxic environment till we finish the season, basically. Sebastian Vettel doesn't want to be there. Ferrari don't want him there. And they can't even give him the same car as Charles Leclerc. So, painful. Absolutely painful. It's really a sad day for Formula 1 as well, because it's not right at all. But are you surprised with Ferrari? They've always known for pushing the edge. Bullshit tactics. So it doesn't surprise me. That's why I've never been a Ferrari fan. Too much politics and bollocks involved in that team. And yeah, that's my thoughts. Comment down below. Would love to know your thoughts on Sebastian Vettel. For me, mistreated. They're not giving him an equal car, and it's close to sabotage now. And someone needs to call it out. Who's high in like Martin Brundle, someone like that, needs to come out and say the truth instead of sitting on the fence, because there's no way Sebastian Vettel is consistently 3, 7, 5 tenths off Charles Leclerc. I mean, he was good in Austria. When it was pissing down in qualifying, he beat Leclerc fair and square, and it's gone sour. It's a toxic atmosphere, toxic environment, and it's very telling after the races. Silverstone won, 70th anniversary Grand Prix. After the race, complete silence on the radio. And at Silverstone 1, they had to say, Sebastian, radio, is your radio working? Because he just went silent, didn't even speak after the 70th anniversary. That tells you everything you need to know. The relationship between Vettel and Ferrari is sour. It's already at breaking point. Toxic atmosphere for the rest of the season. And yeah, I honestly can see Vettel, unless Ferrari change their ways and give him a competitive car, Vettel is going to be around like where he is the last 2 races. And I don't want to see that at all. Painful. Very, very painful. I've got to say, as a Lewis Hamilton fan, I don't like it. And he deserves more respect, does Sebastian Vettel. Comment down below, would love to know your thoughts. And yeah, Sebastian Vettel is a world-class driver, can still win races 100%. But I stand by it. I still think he's going to retire from Formula 1.